Hello everyone, this is Rich Wall, Coordinator of Instructional Technologies. This brief video tutorial will be on using your faculty portal to enter in grades. And grades can be either midterm or final grades. As a quick review, to get to the faculty portal from the main Mitchell website, now just a brief note here, you can access this website either using Firefox as a browser or Internet Explorer. Both those browsers work quite well with the faculty portal. So while you're on the main Mitchell page, you'll go up to Faculty and Staff, click on those two words. You'll then come to the right side of the Faculty and Staff page and click on the word Compass Faculty Portal. You'll be brought to the sign-in screen for the faculty portal. Go ahead and enter in your user ID that you use here on campus to access the main network, and also your email. And some of you may have a separate password for faculty portal. At this point, go ahead and enter that. You'll then be brought to the main faculty portal page, and on this page will be the listing of your classes that you teach. In this particular case, I'm going to use the online as the example of how to enter grades in for students. So click on the class you want to enter grades, and you'll notice the list of your students will be here in the column. But you also may notice that there are different colors within each one of these cell areas. Those of you who have entered in early academic reports and there's a comment to the student record, that comment is actually reflected here by this full green color. Again, the green color represents that there is a comment in the student record, in this case would be an early academic report. That comment is going to have to be deleted before you enter in either a midterm or final grade. Also notice there's also an indicator in the upper right hand corner, and that has a color too. That basically indicates that there are no comments. So in this scenario, I'm going to actually use my test student that I have in my class, and I'm going to enter in a grade. But I notice right off that I have a full green box, which indicates again that there is a early academic report that needs to be deleted. At least the text needs to be deleted. And how you do that, you literally just click into the box, and a white dialog box comes up. You then move to the Edit Comments bar on the right hand side, click on Edit Comments. You'll then see the text dialog box come up, and you'll see that I have my text right here. This is the text. Again, this is just a sample that I went and put in for an early academic report. I need to delete that text again before I enter in a grade. All I'm going to do is highlight that text with the mouse or come to it with the cursor and backspace. But if I highlight it, I then click on the delete key. You notice the text is now deleted. What you're going to want to do at this point is then click on Save and Close. That takes you back to the main area where you're going to enter in grades. I'm going to show you what I consider to be probably the easiest way to enter grades. While at the same time entering grades, I can enter in a comment for a student. And I'm going to start at the very top of my classes, though. As I said, I'm not going to enter in grades for my students because I'm not ready to enter my grades. I will only enter a grade in for a test student. So the easiest way that I have found to enter grades is I go to, let's say in this case, Jillian. I click in the box right under Final Average Grade Not Ready, and you notice a white dialog box comes up. When it does come up, I go back over to the Edit Comment words. I click on that, and notice I now have a chance to enter in a grade next for Jillian and also a comment if I'd like. The comment is not mandatory. However, some of us do that with respect to our students and their grades. Moving forward, I do not have to close this box down. All I have to do is click the forward arrow, and you'll notice now that I'm going through each one of my students, and all I'm going to do is enter in a grade into this box here, and I will do that when I get to my test student. But I just want to share with you what I consider to be the easiest way to enter in grades. So you can see I'm quickly going down the list of my students, and as I do that, I'm also noticing I have some text. In this case, this would be an early academic report. again, the text would have to be deleted before I enter the grade. So continuing forward, I'm going down to my test student. And once I get to my test student, I'm now going to go ahead and enter a grade, and I'm going to be giving this student a B letter for a grade, and I enter it into this dialog box here. In this case, I'm not going to enter any comments, although I could. And at that point, I'm now going to say save and close, because I've now come to the bottom of my list of students. And you can see visually the student is the last student here to have a grade entered. I then want to click on Save and Close. And once I do that, you can see that the grade has been entered. Now, there's a new feature in this release of the faculty portal which makes it a little easier to actually mark the grades ready for the registrar to import them once we've all submitted our grades. If you go up to the box where it says Final Average Grade Not Ready, and you notice with my mouse I'm hovering over it and coming off of it, you see it changes color. This actually now is a hot link, or a link to the dialog box that allows us to check the grades are ready. So if I go ahead and click on that link, you notice a dialog box now comes up. Right now the grades are not ready. I'm going to go ahead and click Ready, and then click OK. Now, prior to that, one of the things I want to make comment, which I found to be helpful too, is that throughout the entire process of entering grades, one of the things I do a lot is I go over to the right side and I click on the word Save Often. I think that's the operative set of words here, Save Often, just as a safety precaution. But once you have saved and closed a dialog box, once you have gone ahead and made the class ready and clicked OK, those grades have been saved. At this point, you now can come over to the left-hand side of the page and click on the word Home. And the thing to look for is to see whether or not you have anything in the alerts box that has to be addressed. In this case, I have one class that has not been marked ready for posting, which is true because I've only worked with one class. I have a second class to do. Because I have that class and I have not entered grades, one thing you can do is you can click on View All Alerts. And if there is a class that has not been posted yet and there's no activity, that will basically stay there until you start doing activity. And you may have put grades in, but possibly not clicked on the hot link that enables the grades to be ready. So just be aware, the most important thing here will be go back just to review whether or not your classes are ready. Again, this will only show up if classes have not been marked ready. If you have any questions or concerns about using the faculty portal for entering grades, please feel free to contact me. Again, this is Rich Wall. I can be reached at 860-629-6157, or I'm also located over in the Duquesne building, room 211.